Welcome to an extra sexy episode of the Bach Boys. I'm Ryan S.
I'm KCS.
I'm Alex F.
And we are the Bach Boys in the Fantasy Suite, the Bach Boys Studios attached Fantasy Suite. Welcome. We're about to get to know each other a whole lot better.
I feel
That's
like I
because we
already
met each other's parents.
Step-parents.
Step-parents, sorry.
Well, yeah, I felt like I wasn't acting like myself last week. And KCS, you didn't seem like you were acting like yourself. And
No.
Alex, you weren't even there.
Yeah, it was.
You don't... Okay.
Yeah.
I was doing a bit off the bit you did.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't there.
He has a tough time remembering
I-
how clever he is.
Because I'm just so excited to be in the fantasy suite.
All
I
this
can't think
sexual
straight.
energy
It's
flying
so
around
true.
in here.
Well, we're adults. We can do whatever we want in here.
So says Andy.
Yeah, so says Andy Dorfman. And like, spoiler alert. Does Andy want? What does she want from Nick? Nothing.
To get laid. She wants him to get laid.
Yeah. Hey, Nick. Yeah, that's what you were saying. That she was like, "You're an adult, Nick. You can do whatever you want. You have 4 women left, 5 maybe, depending on your perspective."
You've known them for a little over a month. It's time.
You've met their parents.
Yeah, that was the best. She was like, "I don't know. You're adults. You've met their parents. You could
Which
go
is
ahead."
basically, everyone consenting
Get
and
it.
saying it's the time.
Totally. And it's funny because there's no tiptoeing around it anymore. It used to be like, oh, we go into the fantasy suite and we stay up all night and we talk and we just get to know
And
each
play
other.
Yahtzee.
So true.
We play Yahtzee.
And now it's like, now Raven's like, I hope I have my first orgasm in there. Like, what is The Bachelor?
It is like relatively crazy that like I think this is the first season, right, where they've like openly been like, not only like is it a reality, it's
This
like this is what
open.
should happen. It's like they're acknowledging that this is the time to do it.
They're
If
saying
you
that's
think
what it's
gonna,
for.
Yeah, they're like if you think that it's gonna work out, it's about time you explored each other physically.
I mean, this season's just been in full-blown DGAF mode in the latter half.
Same with
because
the Bach Boys.
Just in terms of, yeah, exactly. We're just reflecting the tone the season is setting. But, I mean, like, going back to the beginning of the episode, they spoiled who was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Like, while it was going on, there was the Good Morning America, like, Corinne,
yeah.
what does she have to say? And, like, she hadn't even gotten eliminated
Yeah,
yet.
I don't know if that was just a local thing, but on our
I think
our air
It happened other places, too.
on our airing of the Bach Boys or on The Bachelor, there was like this lower third alert right during the rose ceremony. He hadn't given a single rose out yet. It was like Corinne tells all tomorrow morning. I was like, what? Like, why are you doing this?
They just don't care anymore
And
because they know it's not about who wins; it's about how sexual it gets along the way.
And now we know the final 2 as well,
Mhm.
so...
Yeah. Well. Oh God. Yeah. Ick. I bet Raven wins. I think Raven wins, you guys.
No.
I don't
Maybe.
think so. We'll
Vanessa
see.
is too difficult. She's so difficult.
She's very high-strung, but Nick seems to kind of like that.
I guess. But the fact of the matter is, Nick seems to like the sex appeal, and the show likes the sex appeal, but somehow our beloved Corinne said her goodbyes. She took a moment this week. She said her goodbyes.
You're crying a lot more than she did.
She was just like, she's awesome, man. She's
Wait,
so
how
cool.
about that like weird extreme like
She was-
forced
yeah.
cry where she was like,
Yeah, immediately. Immediately.
She was just forcing out a turd.
"Cry. You want to be the Bachelorette? We'll cry.
I don't think she even wants to be the Bachelorette, dude. She knows
Oh.
where she stands. She's a paradise chick.
She is
She's
a paradise.
absolutely a paradise
She
chick.
knows where she stands.
She knows where she stands, bro. She's
That is
She at least
true.
embraces it, you know?
We'll see her there.
I loved that she like went on this man-hating monologue at the end, and she
Mhm.
was like, I don't need this. I don't need any of this. I was like, yeah, damn right. You got a multi-million-dollar business that you take
She's
care
got
of.
Raquel.
You got Raquel.
She got her dad.
You don't need this. She was like stoked. She was like breaking between smiling and crying.
She was.
Because she was just so happy.
I think she was
like,
just crying that she didn't get to the fantasy suite. She's like, well, that sucks. I got this far.
She was just crying.
I
'cause-
tried to seduce
No,
him
she's
multiple
crying because
times.
she was leaving national television. That's the
That's all.
only
No,
reason.
you know she's going to come back.
Yeah, but then the smiles would break through because
she
she.
crying, and then she was like, when she started smiling, she was thinking, she's like, I totally nailed it the whole season, though. I totally nailed it.
Yeah, I guess. I just think, I mean, that's
She's
part
an
of why she was
enigma.
smiling. I thought she was, the smiles just broke through because she kept remembering she didn't have to marry Nick anymore at the age of 24. She didn't need to marry this like 48-year-old software salesman. Pervert.
Can't even
Do
open
we
his
have to
mouth.
bleep that?
Yeah, we're gonna bleep that one out.
It's the fantasy suite, baby.
Pervert's not a.
No,
It came before pervert.
Oh.
it's guys. Look, the Bach Boys is a product of the Bachelor. Their shows
We're
becoming
getting trashy, all right?
Yeah, we have to. And speaking of perverts, this week's episode is sponsored by whipped cream,
Ready Whip,
Ready
cream.
Whip, and Hershey's chocolate syrup. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
happy Valentine's
Day.
Day, everyone. Happy top of the morning.
Yeah.
It'd be Valentine's Day.
Give me a little
Here
cream.
in
Well,
Finland.
Creamy.
I'm gonna cream myself real quick. Oh,
No. I want you to cream me in fantasy suite fashion.
Okay, this is probably how Raven's gonna feel. Oh God, it didn't go well. It didn't go well at all. Oh no, Raven.
Too much pressure.
Yeah,
There was too much pressure on Nick, and it just ended very abruptly.
That happened so fast.
yeah.
That was
I'm
good
sorry.
For you, though. Was it good for you?
It's not like Raven put unfair expectations on him.
Yeah, I don't think Rhea's gonna. I don't think Nick will have as bad performance anxiety in the fantasy suite as I just did with Casey.
And after having 10 straight years of sex without orgasm, that's not high expectations.
Well, it's unclear if he can bring a woman to orgasm because
True.
Liz didn't seem to have that good a time with him. Ayo.
Nice.
Jaden
Hashtag-
Tanner's wedding.
Hashtag Nick never give an O. Yeah.
Hashtag Ravens never had an O.
Hashtag
Nick's nuts.
O for O's. Nick plus Raven forever. That's it. Okay, Bach Boys Nation. The new hashtag is hashtag O for O's. Nick and Raven forever. Number 4 word ever. That's the new hashtag.
You know,
You're
in
welcome.
Finland.
Hashtag Finland. Hashtag O for O. Nick plus Raven forever. Let it be known. Oh God. Why is whipped cream so hard to use?
Hey,
Let me get a little bit. Let me get
Here, pass it down.
You want me to, I wouldn't want me to cream you. Oh, God. Right in his eyes. Oh no.
I've only had whipped cream in bed with one other friend before.
Was it Daniel?
Nick, you're the second that I've ever had whipped cream in bed before with.
Oh, that means
That was
so
just
much
so
to me.
crazy.
That's so great. You know,
How about
I
that
just-
turtleneck too?
Well,
Oh my
I
gosh.
had sex with a lot more people than you.
How do you think her protective brother in Hoxie is feeling watching that conversation go down?
He's probably making some stupid cop joke like, "Oh, I'm gonna buck you."
You better buck her.
I'm gonna give her a book. I'm gonna give her a good book.
I'm not the only one in this family with handcuffs. Boom, right? It's like
Boom.
that. That's a good one. That's cop stuff.
And then her dad will just get kind of sad.
I actually had a pair of handcuffs in my bedside table, but I couldn't find them, and I remembered it's because an ex of mine took the role play too seriously, and she's doing 7 to 10 right now. In the handcuffs.
Yeah, in prison.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 7 to 10. Did that not play? That was just
No,
a gag.
I got it.
It was just a gag.
I got it. I just
Was that a dad joke?
kinda.
More of a bad joke.
Oh! Oh no! Is he gonna high five? Oh, they just high fived over me.
Just got
That hurts.
respect.
But yeah, so Finland. It's a crazy place. It's got beautiful deer and snow.
And Nick just couldn't believe he was there. To take the words right from his own mouth.
It's crazy.
I
I
can't
can't
believe I'm in
believe I'm in
Finland.
I can't believe
There's
I'm
no
in
better
Finland.
place to end this journey than Finland. Can you believe that sentence?
I
I can think of like many better places to end that journey.
If there's one
a
place I think
dumpster.
of-
Yeah, what's like a
Reno?
better place than Finland to end your romantic journey? Dumpster, Reno,
Raven.
Raven. Like a detailed recreation of the set from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a
Yeah.
really great place.
Ooh,
Imagination
let's
Land.
Keep thinking.
Imagination Land, that would be a good one. This bedroom.
This would be a great place
yeah.
to
Yeah.
propose.
This is Casey, not now.
Okay.
I told you I'm not ready, not until I'm more secure in my job. But do give me a squirt of that chocolate syrup.
In this
Syrup?
white
You want some
sheeted bed.
syrup?
Yeah.
You want to get that risky right now?
If you do it over my torso and nowhere else. No, that's I want to lean over the white sheets. Dang it. Case,
I want to do a
I'm not
no,
gonna-
I'm not
audio
gonna do a
listeners,
play-by-play.
Case is tempting me with chocolate syrup. We should talk about The Bachelor.
Okay, fine.
I'll squirt myself with chocolate syrup later.
Whoa.
Anyway, Raven, it seems like she's fallen in love with him. But that's the end of the episode. I mean,
Like, there's so little to talk about.
I know. That's
It was
kind of...
the rose ceremony, Raven's date, and then that show.
At the end of the day, I think I just want to get real serious for a minute here in bed with you boys, and it's that I want to say I'm not happy with how over-sexualized this season got. On a real note,
We've
I'm
been
not
talking
happy.
about it, dude, all season.
Yeah, I know, but especially with the culmination of this week, where like the whole, like Raven and him had probably the most pure relationship where it was building emotionally,
Yes.
and then all at once, their whole week for them when they're finally getting some alone time together was about will they or won't they have sex, and it's just like.
That was the cliffhanger. That was the cliffhanger of this week is will they or won't they? And it's like...
And the preview was like, did she have a good time?
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, this is insane.
Like, probably not.
And it's like I agree with Andy that like it is an important part of a relationship, like being intimate and like having that connection. But at the same time, it's like it shouldn't be like the most important. And at this stage in their relationship, they just need to get to know each other. Still, they've only known each other for, a couple weeks. And if it wasn't on TV, do your thing. But like with like this setup of like it has to be about this, it takes away from how special the moment could be in other ways.
Just everything feels so forced. Like the Andy thing. Like you could, like when he opened the door, he's like, oh, hello, Andy.
this is such a
This is
surprise.
such a surprise. Look at how surprised I am.
The thing about the sex is that, like, The Bachelor for me was classier when it operated on the same theory about sex that you got to have with your parents. It's like...
Sex with parents? Only step parents.
No.
Hashtag all sex with parents is step parents.
Hashtag only sex with step parents. We're going to work on that hashtag anyway. No, I mean the way
Hashtag isn't this wrong?
Hashtag isn't this wrong? We're gonna get that one started. We'll explain that one later. No, but the way you talk about sex with your parents is how The Bachelor used to talk about sex with the contestants. It's like you tell your mom like, oh, like my new girlfriend slept over last night, and your mom's like, oh, she slept over, and you're like, yeah, we was hanging out. It was super late. Like
We just wanted to get to know each other.
yeah, we played Yahtzee. Like, we were just hanging out. Just we had a little bit to drink, and your mom's like, well, I'm glad you had a good time.
I can smell the shame, so.
Yeah. My mom I reek of shame to my mom.
We can
knows.
smell
She
it.
can always smell the shame.
Everybody can smell my shame. Hashtag smell my shame. That's we're killing it tonight with these hashtags. It's because that's what The Bachelor is this season. It's all for the hashtags. It's all for the social media likes
It's
and
not
shares and the
for
frickin'
the
retweets.
right reasons.
No. And the Batch Boys need to make a freaking stand. We've been talking about it. We should make a petition or something.
Dude,
We should make a podcast.
The Bachelor at this point isn't there for the right reasons. The show.
No,
It's
they're
not
over
there
it.
for the right
They're
reasons.
over it.
Mm-hmm.
The only
very
person who
real.
is Jimmy Kimmel
And us.
and us.
We're
yeah,
And
honestly,
La La Land. Just kidding. Moonlight. Haha.
I-
How relevant.
how crazy would it be if that happened on The Bachelor this season? If Nick
They hand
was
him a
like,
card.
Raven.
He's like, here's who you're choosing.
Right.
Raven, you won best woman. No, it's not a
Raven.
joke. It's not a joke.
Raven.
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 It's Raven. It's Raven. That's so Raven. That's so Raven on that card.
Well, I, for one, am happy to hand this card off to my best friend, Raven. Thanks, Vanessa.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And I lost, says Vanessa. By the way, I lost.
I would love to marry you, Nick, and by the way, I can't. I lost.
And he's like,
Gosh.
wait, you did?
It says Raven.
If you haven't watched the Oscars,
Do
it's-
it.
It's an award show, and they screwed up big time. It's the same thing that happened with Steve Harvey and Mr.
Bigly.
Universe or whatever.
You screwed up. You screwed up bigly.
I am Mr. Universe.
In the Batch Boys cinematic universe.
Wow, yeah. The Batch Boys cinematic universe includes the Flash Boys, the Sprats Boys, the Frozen Boys,
Frozen Boys.
and yeah, like Casey said, guys, I think the Batch Boys should start a podcast. What do you think, Batch Boys Nation?
No, we should start a pod.
If you think the Batch Boys should start their own podcast, we could put it on like YouTube and SoundCloud and stuff.
Yeah, what if we just
about
like sat in a
iTunes?
bed and talked about The Bachelor?
That'd be so weird, dude. People would think we were freaking weirdos.
This is all a
I know,
simulation,
good thing
isn't
we
it?
don't do something weird like that.
Hit me. Hit me.
and on that note, it's time to say goodbye. Oh, we did have one fan question.
Let's talk about the fans.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, if that gets in my bed,
Can I talk about fantasy real
I'm gonna-
quick?
I want to lick it off you, but your arms are so hairy.
Don't touch me.
My impulse is to lick.
I'm going to talk about fantasy real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm covered in shame. Jake's sister, you're winning by a lot.
Wait, really?
You have 69 plus another 0 points.
That's amazing. Out of 50 of us, 50.
Yeah, she's up bigly.
And Casey's
And
in
then
second. Or
Jake's
in second.
No, Jake is now in 4th.
No way.
He's still the top batch boy, but he's in 4th.
We've
now.
all been bested. That's insane. Batch Boys
I'm
Nation.
11th. But
okay, I didn't put my answers in for 4 weeks, and for the record, I was always very against the league.
Can we just move on to talking about our viewer mail, because this is, I don't care about fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was
it's
always
just
against
fantasy,
the league.
Right?
It's all
Whatever.
pretend. It's all fantasy. I was always against the league because guess what? It's not a Batch Boys original. We were happy to support ABC at their request, and ESPN and the Ready Whip Corporation, who Alex is just covered in support of them. It's so shameful. It's so shameful. The Batch Boys. What happened to the Batch Boys this season? We know you like it, Batch Boys Nation.
Look,
You love
we're
it.
in the fantasy suite. Things are getting heated. We're learning a lot about each other. But let's learn
I
about
have
these fans.
One
Let's learn about the
question.
fan
One
mail.
question from Amanda S., age 21.
been learning all over me.
You're
You
just
guys have
covered
been learning
in
all over me.
You're just covered in education, bro.
Look how much education I'm covered in.
Amanda S. has a question. She's 21 years old and she's a student. You could learn something from her, Alex. Her hometown is the internet, and her one-on-one conversation with us is, so apparently the yellow Live Strong like bracelet that Nick has been wearing all season is from his zero-gravity date with Vanessa. I've heard people calling it a season-long spoiler. My question is, why would you want a keepsake from the time your girlfriend threw up multiple times? Amanda S., that's a fantastic question.
Maybe he's into that.
I
Maybe
think-
he's going to ask her to throw up in the fantasy suite.
Can I give?
I wouldn't doubt it.
That light just died.
Can I give like a real answer to this? Here's an answer for you, and it's my personal one. Is that sometimes the embarrassing, weird things that happen on a first or second date with a girl are some of the cutest, best memories you have with someone. And I
you
can
hate
see,
them?
I can see why he would want to hang on to
No,
that
that's
because
how
it's cute.
That's how Casey justifies being a klutzy loser. He comes
Yeah,
out.
it
He
is.
keeps blowing it on first dates,
Yeah,
and he's
he's-
like, "No, it's cute. She's gonna call me back. It's cute.
It's cute. It's obviously cute.
It's always.
Let's
cute.
roast them, boys."
Yeah, boom, roasted. Amanda, the reason he kept the bracelet is because he I don't know. I was gonna say something mean, but I don't have anything mean because maybe he's just a good guy. Maybe he really enjoyed the day, Amanda. And maybe, like Alex said, he's just into puke. Who knows? I guess
Or maybe
we'll find out.
maybe he's wearing it for Raven's dad.
Oh. You think if Nick
He
ever
didn't care
puked-
about that.
You think if Nick ever
He didn't
puked,
care.
it would come out in a really like thin strand because his jaw is wired shut.
Yeah, I do. And on that
I'm
note,
asking the important questions.
On that note, we're gonna call it a quiz.
On that note, the Batch Boys is over this week, guys. We're really excited. You should submit questions
It's starting to drip down my chin.
to about how to clean up Alex. If you have questions on what's wrong with Alex, we'll let you know.
No,
And-
seriously, submit questions for the Boys Tell All.
Yeah, this
which
is
we're
huge.
having.
This is huge. We're bringing back the Boys Tell All. It's going to be a really dramatic, hard-hitting expose, and it'd be really cool if we could have it fueled by your questions, Batch Boys Nation. So get at us. We'll answer all your questions about the season, about the Batch Boys themselves, the drama that's been cooking. Who knows what all of us are going to have to say about this incident. So you're not going to want to miss this hot episode. But nothing could be hotter than The Bachelor. So good luck to all the girls, and hope they have good sex with Nick, because that's apparently what's important now.
All right, to Nick.
To Nick. Yay!
No, I'm done. I'm done.